Every single married man I've ever met has said they hate their wife. Do they secretly just say that to like fit in?
I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife.
Like, ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife? No, me either. What? I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's okay.
I'm gonna have to agree with the women on this one. A lot of you men do hate your wives. I'm 27 years old. I worked a lot of jobs where men just complain about not wanting to go home.
Sometimes your biggest hater is your husband. Let me tell you why. This woman made a video where she shared that her husband of 17 years told her that the biggest mistake he ever made was getting married to her. And she has to make peace with the fact that her husband never liked her. She was with this man for 20 years, married for 17. They have children together. They have a home together. And this man told her that the biggest mistake he ever made was getting married to her. What was even crazier was the fact that there were women in the comment section saying that they have experienced the exact same thing. So many women had similar experiences. This is an epidemic. Women are finding out that these men do not like them, but they got married to them. They had children with them. They bought homes together. They have investments together, and they never liked those women.
So this clip went viral of two husbands on a podcast openly admitting that they're not in love with their wives. And woo, the internet immediately turned into a full courtroom debate. The big question floating around, do men secretly hate their wives? Now hold on, because that statement is doing a lot of heavy lifting. Some people say men and women often look at marriage and love differently. For men, love gets expressed through responsibility, loyalty, and provision. For women, love shows through affection, emotional connection, and attention. When those languages don't match, things start to look real suspicious. But after this clip spread, wives everywhere started their own sharing stories, little actions, behaviors, patterns that made them feel that their spouse might actually despise them. Side eyes and silence, lack of affection, and suddenly everyone's comparing notes. Now, here's the real head scratcher. Why would anyone marry someone they hate? Is this about emotional disconnect? Are expectations unrealistic? Or are people staying in marriages long after the love has left the building? Take a look at these clips, weigh in, drop your thoughts in the comments, like, share, and subscribe for more conversations and story time.
This is one of the most diabolical things to experience. Finding out that the person you've spent over 20 years with never liked you, and he had the gall, the audacity to tell her that the biggest mistake he ever made was getting married to her. She even shared that she was jumping through hoops to get this man to see her, to value her. She tried to show interest in his hobbies, but no matter what she did, he despised her. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking listening to women share their experiences with these men. It is also terrifying because you can't help but think, what could those men have done to them in those relationships? Because if you don't know that you're sleeping with the enemy, then you're probably unaware of ways this person could probably try to unalive you. There's things this person could have done to harm you. I mean, apart from the emotional torture, there's things he could have physically done to harm you, because deep down he cannot stand the fact that you are in his life, but he's still living with you. It is honestly scary right now to think how many women are in relationships with men that straight up hate them.
I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much. The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke and I don't have nowhere else to go. Like, I can't afford to rent on my own, and she makes more money than me. So, I mean, if I was to get a good job tomorrow, I'd be gone just like that. With a woman I really want, but I can't afford the woman I want, so I got to settle for her.
And this is the reason why a lot of men end up marrying somebody who's a maid but not a friend.
Bro, I'm gonna throw some your way, and I want you to answer that.
This is the reason why she's washing your clothes. She's doing everything that you want her to do, but you don't want to talk to her. She easily irritates you because you don't even like her.
That's what I want to get to. Thank you for going there.
You don't even like her.
Bro, I've talked to several married men who told me that they don't like their wives. I asked them, well, are you at least friends with your wife? They're like, friends?
I bet they do. I bet they do everything for them though. They do everything for them though.
Can I say something?
You make enough money to marry a maid. I mean, to hire a maid. I mean, and then marry a friend, right?
Wow.
If you want, if that's what you want, and so what you really want is somebody to cater to your egos,
Your brokenness.
your brokenness,
Yeah.
because you didn't get that to Jesus.
Woo. Go ahead. Go, sis.
Yo, I got a question for the husbands, man. Like, do y'all hate y'all's wives, bro? I really gotta ask that because my wife. Held accountable for whether or not we drink and smoke and cuss and how many souls we won. But no, God's going to hold us accountable for how you treated his daughter. And vice versa for the women. But I'm talking about the men today, man. I want to challenge the men out there. Stop treating your wife like you hate her, bro. Humble yourself, go to God, be patient, and deal with her and honor her as the weaker vessel, that your prayers won't be hindered. God bless.
We not be married to our enemies. Some men literally hate their wives. I don't. Before I'll be like, no, how can you say that? I can. But I've seen the way some men be moving, and I'm like, you cannot claim to love this woman and be moving like this. May we not be married to the people that hate us. Like, it's not funny. It's really not. You will see the way some men just antagonize their partners, and you're thinking, why? You will see the way some men just hate to see her glow. It's like, oh, so she's looking nice, she's looking... Why? Don't you know that how beautiful she looks, or how well put together, or how rested she looks reflects on you? Like, it all just comes back to you. Why don't you know how successful it is? Everything just comes back to, like, it's at the end of the day, you get the praises. Let it make sense. You hate your wives.
Why is he so jealous of you? He'll move into your home and be jealous because you have a home. And some men will come in and try to make you lose your home because of jealousy. Ladies, when you meet these guys, and if he doesn't have what you have or more, pass him by. But then you may have so many talents and skills that puts him back, that intimidates him, that makes him feel like nothing, that makes him feel small. He hates that, ladies. And ladies, do not dumb yourself down to get along with a man that's not at your level. If he can't rise to the occasion, then he needs to go. As long as he's jealous of you, he can't love you. He can't care for you. When it's constantly eating it every time he sees you succeed at something.
Thank you for calling. What can I get for you?
Yeah, can I just get an order of breadsticks and then for my wife?
The garlic bites. Can you order the garlic bites for me, babe?
Garlic bites?
Yeah.
All right, my wife wants garlic bites.
Wait, babe. Can you make sure there's marinara sauce in the order, please?
I was gonna ask for it. Jesus Christ!
Goodness, this woman is like...
Okay, got that. No problem. Can I get you anything else? No, I think that will be it.
Wait, no, babe. Actually, can you give me a soda? I'm sorry. Yeah.
Soda?
A Pepsi? Yeah.
I just told her that will be it!
I know, I'm sorry.
We're an idiot! So a soda? Oh, okay. No,
Yeah, soda
no
for my
problem,
dumbass
sir.
wife.
I'll get that all right
Yeah.
for you. All right. With your phone number, I got your address on file. It'll be delivered shortly, okay?
I was going to wait till the beginning of the month to make this video so I can get compensated, but we're here. We're having a conversation of blue-collar men secretly behaving their wives at work and talking down on them, which is true, but you might as well add white-collar men as well. And it just comes from women don't appreciate their men. Some of you have really good men that sit up there and hold up their end of the bargain. And what do I mean by that? You married a man that said he was going to be a provider. So cool. He works his 12, 16-hour days, so you never have to work. You're at home. You're taking care of the house. If you have kids, you're taking care of the kids. Some of you get comfortable in these relationships and or marriage and say, I'm going to stop doing things. I'm going to stop cleaning every day. I'm going to stop cooking every day. I'm going to stop loving this man intimately and just showing him the love and support that he needs to wake up and do what he needs to do every day, right? And I know some of you are going to try to switch this around, deflect, and be like, but what did he do to make her do that? That's not what we're going to do here. Some of you just become lazy. Some of you just get complacent and stop thinking you don't have to try. Because when it comes down to it, if you're home 24/7, who is your boss? Who can tell you that you're slacking off besides your husband? Nobody. Your husband has to go to work. Your husband has to make that money. Because if he doesn't, what's going to happen? He's going to lose his job. Do you lose your job as being a wife? You could. It's a divorce. But what happens out of those divorces if the man was making all the money? You might get alimony, and you'll most likely get control of the kids. So now you get an alimony and child support. So then, as the phrase goes, and John's been saying it for the past 48 hours, it's cheaper to keep her. And now this man's in this messed up 360 deal. And guess what? It could come back to him, or if he does take accountability, he picked the wrong one.
I'm going to have to agree with the women on this one. A lot of you men do hate your wives. I'm 27 years old. I worked a lot of jobs where men just complain about not wanting to go home. We have this one fella at my job. He doesn't work there no more. But he's talking about his pregnant wife. Is there anything I could do at work to stay here because she's pregnant? She gets on my nerves. Like, y'all hate y'all partners that much? I'm married. I can't wait to get off work to go back to my wife. So y'all always just want to gaslight women and talking about women just be talking, women this, women that. But if you really think about it, they be saying some facts sometimes. I like to give credit where credit is due. Y'all men, you start picking better partners. And if you hate women in general, you don't gotta get married to them.
I've always admired the husbands that hate their wives. I used to work with this dude, and don't get me wrong, like, he did love his wife, but whenever she would call his phone, he would always take a deep breath. He would sigh. He would mumble under his breath. He was like,
Here goes Bree again. I know she don't want nothing, but here I go answering this phone. And let's be honest, like these relationships be lasting the longest. But every time she called, he just had a whole attitude because he knew she was calling for nothing, and or he just knew he married a woman that was just not that smart. And the best part is he used to put me on game. He'd be like, bro, don't ever get married. And if you are, please make sure you get married to the right woman. And I used to ask him, I'm like, why do you stay? He was like, girl, I just love the woman. I don't know. Now, yes, this is one of those videos where I'm not being serious, but somebody sent me a video, so I remade the video, and I wanted to see what the comment section was going to look like. Because me personally, if I roll my eyes when you call my phone, I don't need to be in a relationship with you. But that's just me.
Men hate their wives. So I was just talking to this guy. He's been a caller for a long time. And he loves to fantasize about men violating his wife and stepdaughter. And today, he kind of took it a step further and was like talking about how he might meet men online who would agree to break in his house and do this. And it kind of reminded me of that woman in France whose husband was like drugging her and had those men violating her. And yeah, I don't know if he's gonna do it or not. I asked him, like, is this just fantasy right now, or are you really thinking about doing this? And he just got quiet. So
there's a lot of men out there that hate their wife. There's a lot of men out there that hate their wives, bro. I'm dead serious. And why they hate their wife is because they got married out of obligation. They didn't get married because they actually loved the woman. They got married out of obligation. A man gets to a certain point in life, society tells him, okay, it's time to get married. It's time to have kids. It's time to do all that. And they end up doing that with a woman they don't even love. They end up doing that with a woman they don't even care about. They end up with a woman that just sticks around. They end up doing that with a woman that just sticks around. She chases him everywhere, and he ends up selling for somebody who's just there. It's not who he wants. She just stuck around. She dealt with all his bullshit and she stuck around. I'm dead serious. Men cannot get the women they want is because they broke. Most men don't have enough money. They don't. Do you actually think if a man had a certain amount of money that he would date like just the local women in his city? Do you think if a man actually had enough money that he would date a woman that looked like his wife? Hell, what? No. If a man had the bag that he wanted, bro, he would be in Vegas with bad bitches. He would. If a man had the life that he wanted with the amount of money he wanted, bro, he would have endless amount of bad bitches. He would just have bad bitches until he got tired of that shit. And then he would settle down with the baddest girl he could because he could afford it. I'm dead serious. A lot of men end up getting married is because they have no other option. Like, what are we supposed to do? Like, what's next in life? Nothing. I have nothing going. I have this fucking job, and now it's time for me to have kids and settle down. That's why they end up hating their lives. They hate their wife, and they become abusive because they're not happy, because it's not the life they want. It's just the life that...
I've been sitting in this car for about 2 hours now because I refuse to go inside and be with my wife. Like, I hate her that much. The only reason why I'm with her is because I'm broke and I don't have nowhere else to go. Like, I can't afford the rent on my own, and she makes more money than me. So, I mean, if I was to get a good job tomorrow, I'd be gone just like that. With a woman I really want. But I can't afford the woman I want, so I got to settle for her.
I see this far too often. Do you know how common this is? I keep telling my babies, my Muslim sisters out here, or women in general, listen, y'all got to be careful with doing too much for these brothers and these men. A lot of times what I have found in my research, and people ain't gonna like when I say this, but men will marry the woman who's available at the time that they're ready to get married. And typically they will look at, oh, she will benefit me in this way or that way. That doesn't necessarily mean they like you or know you on a deeper level. And if you show up and you're the financial provider and you doing the most, baby, that is the quickest way to get into the resentment mode. They will resent you, especially if you show up as mama and there's a mama wound, they will hate you. They can't wait to replace you, baby. The minute they find another woman or another person that they feel that they're really sexually attracted to, and they will sometimes look at you as you the problem. You didn't financially pay the bills, help them out, babies. Don't fall for that. Do better, okay?
Ask you a question. Are you in love with your wife? No, me either.
What?
I don't believe in that shit anyway. It's
Okay.
it's overrated.
No,
listen,
then why?
listen,
Okay.
See.
Y'all need to explain that shit to me then.
I had a feeling. No, I'm not in love with my wife.
Why?
I don't even know her. All my relationship with my wife is a relationship with myself. I'm just discovering parts of me, bro.
Yeah.
We're lying to ourselves so fucking much to hold up this story or this ideal,
The fantasy.
the fantasy, without, as opposed to just really fucking dealing with what's there and accepting it
Well,
to the best of your ability.
I understand this. Now, how do you get women to understand that?
You-
Right?
but-
Get them to bow out of the fantasy.
You get them by you bowing out. My wife thinks she's in love with me, probably. If someone asked her, she'd say yeah. It's a buzzword.
Yeah.
It's a concept that's been propagated, like in love, that we've adopted and creates an unrealistic expectation that we look for, and when it's not present, we feel something is wrong.
Every single married man I've ever met has said they hate their wife. Do they secretly just say that to like fit in, or do they actually not want to get married? Please, someone explain.